Giants, welcome back to our channel.
Hey Jenny Giants, welcome back to our channel.
We're back with another video on a different week. We hope you guys are still good and still keeping safe. If you're at home, staying home, then don't forget to like this video. Because of the topic that we're going to be discussing today, if you are on lockdown with your partner, like this video.
Yeah.
If you wish you were on lockdown with your partner, like this video. If you are on lockdown by yourself and reflecting and just sabawailing a relationship, like this video.
Yeah. And if you agree with me that my wife is still gorgeous, like this video.
Your bitter life for the last one. But yeah, welcome back to another episode of QT with M&S, which is quality time with Mzwandile and Siza.
Yeah.
We haven't had this in a while. Mzwandile will link up somewhere. The last QT we had, just so you guys can catch up. And the QT topic is what? 3 myths about marriage.
Yeah.
We'll be discussing 3 myths that are associated with marriage and giving you guys our opinion on those myths, basically. So, the reason why we decided to have a QT with M&S is because of a subscriber who actually asked our opinion on a certain statement.
Certain myth.
Myth or statement. It might not be a myth for other people, but for us it's a myth. So, yeah, so that is why we decided to do 3 myths about marriage. And we included the myth that the subscriber had asked us about and added 2 more myths. So yeah, let's get into it.
So the first myth is that love is not enough to sustain a marriage. So there are people that believe that love is not enough to sustain a marriage.
What do you think? Let us know what you think about that.
Yeah. So, and I'm gonna give like a financial example to actually discuss this particular myth. So, a lot of people that believe that love is not enough to sustain a marriage are usually the people that would say that love won't put bread on the table, love won't pay bills, love won't take my kids to a private school, love won't take me to Dubai even. So those are those type of people, and those type of people are usually the same people that would not get into a relationship with someone who is still starting off or trying to establish their careers that are still financially unstable. And these are also the people that as soon as the going gets tough financially in their marriages, they'll be the first ones to go.
Get going.
Exactly. So, but when you look at it, when you look at what love is, when you look at what love should be, and when you look at some of the elements that make up love, such as compassion, sympathy, support, understanding, patience, and even
kindness.
Sacrifice, and kindness as well, you actually, that's where all those elements should be enhanced. That's where all these elements need to come out strong in any financial difficulties in your particular relationship. So for example, if your partner were to lose their job, that's where you need to be sympathetic and compassionate with them, because no one wants to lose their job. A lot of people right now during the lockdown are losing their job, they're losing their businesses and losing a lot of money, but no one wants to be going through that particular situation. But that's where you need to be compassionate and understanding of your partner's situation. Furthermore, you also need to be supportive. You need to pray for your partner during that time as well. You need to be patient with them as they rebuild their business, as they seek for other jobs and all of that. So, and also you also need to sacrifice during that time. That's where you also need to sacrifice. So that's where you see all these elements playing a particular role when it comes to love. Those are all the elements of love. And when you look at all those elements, you actually realize how powerful love is and how much love is enough to actually sustain a marriage. If you have all those elements within your relationship, and if people start viewing love that way, then you actually realize that, you know what, love is enough to sustain a relationship and a marriage.
And this is not limited to finances. It really could be any difficult
Many
situation
examples.
that you guys, that not you guys, that anyone could be going through.
Yeah.
This statement of love is not enough. If you break down love, the word love, and what it says also in the Bible, love is patient, love is kind, etc. If you're going to leave your partner because they're not providing, or they because of whatever reason, people try, but obviously sometimes things don't happen.
Yeah.
And if you're going to be unkind and you're going to leave them because they can't give you a certain life that you want, then you didn't love them in the first place. If they're going to be mean to you or tell you that
you're useless,
exactly,
you're not man
then
enough,
that
you're
person
not
doesn't
woman
love
enough.
you. That is not love. So if you have all the elements of love within your relationship, especially what it says in the Bible, what love is, then definitely love is enough to sustain a relationship
Yeah.
or marriage.
Yeah.
Myth number 2. So the second myth is about the honeymoon phase. The honeymoon phase only lasts for 3 to 6 months, or lasts until you have your first fight. Before you carry on with this video, just comment down below and let us know what is your opinion on that. Okay, so guys, that is a myth. That is not true. The honeymoon phase definitely does not last for 3 to 6 months. And the one thing that we have heard or have seen, is that a lot of people are afraid to get into relationships, or even marriages, because they're scared that after 3 to 6 months, what are they going to do? Or after they first fight, what are they going to do? So they're also quite afraid at the fact that the relationship is going to become quite stagnant and boring. There's a lot of people that go around and say that I can't be in a committed relationship because I get bored easily. I'm not saying anything about you, I'm just like giving you that eye. But when it comes to the honeymoon phase, that is not true. I mean, Mzwandile and I have our disagreements. We've been together for 8 years now, and the honeymoon phase is still popping. Like, your relationship is what you make it. You need to be intentional about keeping the fire burning. You need to be intentional about keeping the honeymoon phase keeping the honeymoon phase alive.
Yeah.
You need to be intentional about making your relationship what you want it to be. We've had our disagreements, we've had our arguments, and we bounce right back. So in the Bayobuti, there's a time limit to a honeymoon phase. There's nothing like that. We're definitely still in our honeymoon phase, hence we don't want kids.
Yeah,
we don't know what those things are gonna do.
We're gonna be in a honeymoon phase forever. But anyway, guys, so the third myth, right? The third myth states that in order for a marriage to work, one person has to like the other person more than the other. So for example, I need to love my wife more than she loves me in order for our marriage to be successful. Right? And this myth actually came about from, and I think this myth actually comes from what people see from the outside, right? So you'll see this cute couple maybe on social media or in your neighborhood or whatever, and you're like, yo, this couple is so cute, and you see this guy's always spoiling this girl, buying this girl gifts, taking this girl away on like romantic getaways and all those type of things, and you just come to the conclusion that, you know what, this guy is definitely whipped. This guy definitely loves the girl more than the girl loves him. Like, that's the conclusion a lot of people make. But what we don't know and what we don't understand is that people have different love languages. You'll find that in that particular relationship, or for example, my wife's love language is to get like gifts, to be spoiled.
I'm joking.
To be taken away on like romantic getaways and spending quality time. And those love languages are often documented. Those love languages are often seen by people from the outside. Whereas you find that my love language is just for my wife to like just chill with me when I'm watching Orlando Pirates play, and maybe rubbing my feet after a long hectic day at work.
Touching and quality time.
Yeah, so you'll find that those are my love languages, and those are the love languages that are not often documented, and those are the love languages that people don't usually see from the outside. So when you look at that particular couple, you'll think that no, the guy definitely loves the girl more than the girl loves them. But that's actually not true. Like, it's not necessarily true. It's not true. You don't need to love another person more in order for your relationship to work.
Or there doesn't have to be one person who loves the other more in order for the relationship to work.
Yeah.
Also, I just feel like, how did people come to that conclusion? How do you know that this person loves this other person more? You know, how do you actually define it? How do you actually measure it? It's also something that you need to think of yourself before you make that conclusion.
Yeah, but it's generally from what people see outside. A lot of people just look at the material things and things that are documented and what they actually see from the outside, which makes them decide that, okay, this person loves the other one more than the other.
Yeah.
But you'll find that that's not actually the case. It's about what makes us happy within our love languages, and it's about what makes our relationship work.
Yeah.
So so that's pretty much, I think that brings us to the end of the video. Those are the different myths. We are going to be discussing other myths about marriage. So let us know about any other myths that you guys would like us to discuss. Maybe DM us or comment down below and let us know of some of the myths where you want to see our point of view or want to hear our point of view. And yeah, man.
And I just feel like the 3 months that we discussed today, we could literally go on all day and give you guys different examples. But because of the sake of the video, we don't want it to be too long. But we can definitely dive into these myths much more if you're interested. But yeah, guys, don't forget to let us know in the comment section down below what you think of the 3 myths, what your opinion is on the 3 myths. And
thank you guys so much for watching, and do subscribe to our channel. It's absolutely free, and man, we'll see you soon with another video.
Bye.
Ciao.